February is Heart Health Month, and this is definitely something we should be really thinking about year-round, though. Luckily for us, we've got Dr. Angela Tran joining us this morning. We love having you on the show.
February. So excited to be here today.
So great. Okay, this is such an important topic, and I just wanted to start off for folks who are maybe assessing what they eat and what should they really be looking at to eat and to avoid to be as heart healthy as possible.
Yeah, well, first of all, diet is very important for your
Right.
heart because your heart is a muscle. And so if you want it to pump for the next 50 plus years,
Right.
you really need to provide the right proper nutrients in terms of carbs, fats, and proteins in the right ratio. And as a medical weight loss doctor, I mean, that's why I assign every patient a dietitian, fitness trainer, and a health coach to have more of a holistic approach to their health care.
Okay, when you talk about that, right, I think a lot of people think, oh, well, I got to cut out fat. I got to go low fat. I can't have any carbs or anything like that. I mean, is that a good idea? Is that a bad idea? What does that do?
I'm telling you, low-fat diet actually has often been misinterpreted, and it's often given in a bad way because if people are taking fat out, they actually accidentally overcompensate with carbs, which is actually dangerous for your heart. You need to have a good, healthy amount of fats from avocado, olive oil, salmon, things like that. But you need to avoid saturated fats, trans, good fats.
Sure.
You know, those are in baked goods and, heavy meats.
Right, right. And talk a little bit about the domino effect for your heart health. When you do that and you overdo it with the carbs, like what's happening to your body?
Yeah, what happens is that a bad diet affects the efficiency of blood flow to your heart. That's why you're developing high blood pressure, stroke, heart disease, something as serious as a heart attack. So again, we really need to last long. So you have to start right away to give that longevity for your heart to live longer.
I am curious though, like if you go through and you kind of clean up your diet, let's say, how quickly do you start to see the benefits of that with your heart health?
Believe it or not, it's actually both short-term and long-term.
Yeah.
Really, you can actually manage your stress and lower your blood pressure just like that.
Oh yeah, that's right, yeah.
But you can also change your diet and over months, over years, really protect your heart, allow it to do what it's supposed to do, and really, again, enjoy a good quality of life.
What is your suggestions to folks who say, okay, maybe I need to get screened for a couple things. I just don't know what to ask the doctor. What kind of testing should they be asking for?
Yeah, number one, obviously the cholesterol, but it's broken down into triglycerides, your good cholesterol, your bad cholesterol. Again, talk to your doctor about your risk. Okay. Number two, you need to check your blood sugar because diabetes is one of the highest risks for heart disease. You need to stay on top of that. And finally, number three, your complete blood count. Because if you have anemia or problems with your red blood cells, hey, guess what? That actually can put strain on your heart and cause heart problems down the road.
Okay, that's interesting. So then what is kind of your top three tips for folks who are saying, okay, I got to change some things on how do I do this in the right way without like inadvertently making the wrong choice along the way?
Yes, obviously, diet and exercise, for sure. But the first tip is sleep. Regulate your sleep. I mean, I'm telling you, those night owls, if you have sleep deprivation, it can actually cause high blood pressure. So you have to be careful about making sure you get adequate sleep.
Okay.
Number two, water. It's simple. You have to get 64 ounces of water every single day because that supports the blood flow to your heart. Okay, and then finally, number three, you actually can measure your resting heart rate. We have watches, we have fitness devices. The lower your resting heart rate is, the less your heart is actually working. And like I said, we want it to last for so many years. You really want to lower how much your heart has to beat every minute.
All right, well, this is such useful information. Thank you for stopping by today.
Yes, for sure.
I really appreciate it. It's always good to see you.
Thank you for having me.